Okay, so in this second video, I completed the second property of charges, that was quantization of charges, and now I am shifting to the third video, and in this third video I will come to the third property, that is conservation of charge. First I will read the statement of this property, and then I will come to the notes part, which I will attach to the photo. Okay, then this third property is the conservation of charges. The conservation of charges means for an isolated system the total charges is always conserved. Suppose there are two bodies. On the one body there is neutral, there is no charge, q1 is 0, and in another body suppose the q2 is 0. The total charge means q1 plus q2 both have null charge, so 0 plus 0, that would be the 0 coulomb. Now after rubbing, what will happen? The same number of electron will transfer due to frictional energy, due to rubbing energy, to the one body to the next body. From where it get lost, it will make it positive, and from where it get transferred to the another body, it will bring it the negative. Is it clear, everybody? Then suppose 10 coulomb charges transfer from one body to another body, then q1 would be what? Plus 10 coulomb, and in the same amount the second body would be q2 equal to minus 10 coulomb. Again after rubbing, what is the charge? Q is equal to q1 plus q2. In this case q1 is 10 coulomb, and in another case q2 is what? Minus 10 coulomb. Then total charge would be what? That would be 0 coulomb. So second property I explained you, first property, and now is the third property. I am repeating the third property in this video. What is the third property? Third property is conservation of charge. The conservation of charge means for an isolated system, total charges are always conserved. What is the meaning of that? I will attach the video concern notes in page number 2, where you can see the heading C, conservation of charges. What are conservation of charges? For an isolated system, it is always conserved. Before rubbing, the total charge is 0, and after rubbing, the total charge is also 0. So guys, I am going to attach the notes of this book, but before that I am going to finish this video by briefing what we have understood so far. So we were discussing the second natural forces. As you can combine all the videos, you can see that in the nature there are 4 natural forces, gravitational forces we have discussed. In this video I am going to explain the first of this 12th class, but the second of the natural forces, that the electrical forces. Electrical forces will come later, and it comes from the electrical charges. What are the birthplace of electrical charges? I explained you is the atom. Atom consists all kind of charges, positive as well as negative. Neutral particles are also present, and the source of electrical charges, and on which we have discussed the properties also, is the atom. So what property we have discussed? The additive properties. Numbers can be added and subtracted just like the atom, just like the numbers, sorry. In mathematics we have added so many positive and negative numbers in the lower classes, so the charges can also be added and subtracted. I explained you in the video, and also in my notes also. Now come to the second property. Second property is quantization of charges. Quantization of charges is mathematically q equal to plus minus ne. Ne means the charge on any body is an integral multiple of charge on an electron. Now what is the third property? Third property is conservation of charges. Conservation of charges, I explained you, for an isolated system of particles, the total charges is always conserved. Just in my video I will attach you later the total charges before rubbing was 0 coulomb, and after rubbing some get positive, and equal amount of second becomes negative. So again the total charges on summing, just like in my example, plus 10 coulomb and minus 10 coulomb, it becomes the 0 coulomb. Okay, so I am going to finish this first heading, charges and their properties, their sources, and in the later video I will explain you definitely about the electrical forces, electrical fields, and the more amazing fact about the nature you could understand in my video. I will try to explain you later. Okay, then I am going to finish. Good day.